Well, hello again, everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University, and we've got a fun little roulette strategy for you this evening. This one's a lot more aggressive than what we normally play, and also a lot more volatile. This one is called the funnel strategy. Now, it's only a $300 buy-in, so it's a pretty low buy-in. 10% win goal, so we're only looking to win 30 bucks here, so it shouldn't be too hard to do, right? Well, we'll see. We start off with a large coverage bet. We cover a lot of the board. If we win that bet, we take our original bet plus the winnings. In craps, we call it pressing, and we press that number up to a couple more bets that are a little smaller coverage of the board. If we win that bet, then we press once again into a single bet on 1 dozen of the numbers, and if we hit that dozen, we're in pretty good shape. So let's head on down to the felt, and we'll explain the nuts and bolts of it, exactly how it is bet, exactly what the progression is, and then we'll roll the ball and spin the wheel for a few minutes and see if we have a casino-worthy strategy. Now, if you like the video, we ask that you give us a thumbs up so we know that you're enjoying the content that we're presenting to you. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to the Craps University channel, man, we'd love to have you go ahead and press that button and become part of the student body here at Craps U. So let's head on down to the felt now. As always, we do advise that you try these strategies on your software at home or on your table at home if you have one before you take it to the casino and risk your money. So let's head on down there now and take a peek. See you there shortly. Okay, everyone, down here on the virtual roulette table, and we're getting ready to spin our strategy. Now, this is a low buy-in, kind of a high-risk, high-reward strategy. Only a $300 buy-in. If you look at the balance amount in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see the last three numbers are 300, and that's how we will keep track of where we are during this session. Now, to play this, we start off with a $15 bet on 1 to 18 and a $10 bet on the third dozen. Now, if we hit either one of these, we'll win $5. That'll give us $30 to invest. So we'll take that $30 and we'll pick two different dozens, and it doesn't matter which dozens, and we'll put $15 on each one. Now, if you hit either one of those, that'll give you a total of $45 to invest. Then we'll add another $5 to that, bring it up to $50, and then we'll put a $50 bet on either one of the columns or one of the dozens. So let's just say the second dozen this time for $50. And then if you hit that one, that'll give you a total of $150 on a $25 investment, and you're out of that session a winner. With the $300 buy-in, 10% win is only $30. So this is a quick one, quick in, quick out, and hopefully on our way to the next casino. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's see how this works out. So that's 15 on the 1 to 18, the low, and then 10 on the third dozen, the 25 to 36, and we are spinning our first spin of the session, and our first number is 35 black, so that'll be a $5 win, $30 win on a $25 bet. So we'll take these down. We have $30 to invest now, so let's put 15 on the first two dozen, and as you can see, we have $300, so that'll be enough for 10 shooters. If we get wiped out on all of them, we'll still have enough for 10 shooters. So we're hoping one or two of these will be winners. Now there's a double zero, so we do lose that. And that's our first bullet. And we're down $25, so we just start over again. 15 on the 1 to 18 and 10 on the third dozen. And spin the ball. Here we go. And our number this time is 16, so that's a loss, so we'll just stay where we are. That's two bullets. Oh, excuse me, that's a win. 16 is a win. Never mind. So now we've got $30 to invest. So we'll go to 2 dozen now, and we'll put 15 on each. And let's go with the third dozen and the second dozen. Why not? All right, and now we're spinning. Here we go. And that's a 15 black, so that's another win for us, and that puts us up to $45. And now we will go ahead and invest that other $5, and that'll bring us up to 50. And when we get to 50, we're going to bet on either one of the dozen or one of the columns. And let's bet on the first dozen and see if we can get a big win here. So this is the situation you want to be in, where you can get that final hit on the shooter. 32 red is not that hit, so we do lose that one. And so we'll go on to the next shooter. And that's 15 on the 1 to 18 and 10 on the third dozen, and we're spinning. And that's 34 red, so that's a $5 win for us. And so we'll take these down and we'll put 15. We invest that $30. Let's go 15 on the first 2 dozen here and see if we can get another score hit. $28 black, that's a loss. So we'll go on to the next player. So 15 on 1 to 18 and 10 on the third dozen. $25 invested, and we're spinning. That's 11 black, so that's a win for us. It's a $5 win. So we'll take these down and go $15 on 2 different dozens. Let's do the second and third dozen. And we're spinning. Here we go, looking for 13 or bigger on the wheel. Nothing below 13. 15 qualifies. So that's another win for us. That gives us $45 to invest now. So all we'll do is just add a nickel to that, make it 50. And let's go on the second dozen. See if we can hit that second dozen again. 32 red, so that's a miss. That's another loss. So you can see our balance now at 190, so we're down $110. And on to the next shooter. And that's 15 on the 1 to 18 and 10 on the third dozen. And that's 28 black, so that's a $5 win for us. And now we will invest 15 and 15 on the dozens. Let's go third dozen and first dozen this time. And see if we can hit either one of these. $13 black is no good, so that's another loss for us. So let's start over. It's 15 on the low and 10 on the third dozen. And we are spinning. We're looking to make it all the way through the progression here. There's 33 black, so that's a $5 win for us. And now we can go up to our $30 level. So let's go the first 2 dozen this time. 15 and 15, $30 invested. And if we hit this one, we'll have 45 to invest, and then we'll just add a nickel to that. Double zero is going to wipe us out though, so we'll go on to the next shooter. And that's 15 and 10. And here we go. 26 black, so that's a score hit for us. $5 win. So we'll go to 15 and 15. Let's go third and first dozen. 15 on each one of them. And see if we can get a hit here. So that's 10 black, so that is a hit, and that gets us up to $45 to invest. And again, we'll add $5 to that. And let's put it on third column this time. Shake it up a little bit, see if we can get the mojo going here. 36 red, so that is a win for us. That's our first win, and that gets us up to 260. So we're still 40 in the hole, even though we did hit that one. So let's start over again, and we'll go 15 on the 1 to 18 and 10 on the third dozen. So that's 9 red, so that's a hit on the 1 to 18, so that's a $5 win. That gets us up to $30. So let's do 15 on the second and third dozen. and see if we can get another hit here. And that's 16 red, so we hit that second dozen. And that gets us up to 45. So we'll add $5 to that, and let's go first dozen this time for 50. And see if we can get a hit here. 36 red is a long way from the first dozen, so we lose that one. So let's start over again. 1 to 18, third dozen, $25 total bet. And see if we can get one more big hit here. So there's 12 red, so that's a win for us. And that brings us up to 30. So let's do 15 on the first column and 15 on the third column. Just shake it up a little bit here, see if we can get a win. That's 25 red, so that's the first column win. That gets us up to 45. And so let's take these down and add a nickel to it, make it 50, and let's put it on the middle column here. So looking for a middle column hit for another big payoff. Well, zero's not it, so we lose that one. So we're at 200 now. We're down $100, and we'll continue fighting. So start over, 15 and 10. And that is 17 black, so that's a win for us. That gets us up to 30. So we'll go 15 on the third dozen, 15 on the first dozen, and we'll spin. Here we go. 8 black's the number, so that's a win. That gets us up to $45. We'll add 5 to that and invest in, let's go second dozen this time. See if we can hit the second dozen. 7 red is no good, so that's another loss. So let's go back to the low and the third dozen. And that's 36 red, so that's a win for us. We'll take these down. Let's go 15 in the first column, 15 in the second column. And we're spinning. Round and round she goes. 0 again, so that's another loss. So we'll have to start over again. So 15 on the low, 10 on the third dozen. And we're seeing our bankroll get depleted. We need to get another, finish out a progression here and get a big win, get back in the ball game. So once again, we win at level 1. So on to level 2. And that'll be 15 on the second and first dozen. And our number this time is 27 red, so that's a loss. So start over once again. $25 bet. And this time it's 8 black, so that's a score hit for us. And that gives us $30 to invest now. So let's go 15 on the first and 15 on the third column. And of course, you can bet dozens or columns here. They're both 2-to-1 payoffs, so either one will work fine. So we do hit the third column, so that gets us up to 45. So we're going to add a nickel to it. And we're going to bet on, let's go first column. Let's try that one and see if we can get a hit here. $34 red, so we do get the big hit. And that gets us up to 240, so we still have some work to do. So let's start over again. $25 bet, and we're going. Here we go. 25 reds are numbers, so we get a score hit on the third dozen, and so that gives us $30 to invest. So let's go second and third column. We seem to have had more luck on the columns than we have the dozens. So the trend is our friend. Let's stick with it. Yeah, and that's for black, which of course is the first column, the one we don't have. So time to start over again. So 15 and 10. And we're spinning. All right, we hit the third dozen this time, so that's another $5 win. And we'll go back to dozens this time and see if we can pick one up here. Let's go first and second dozen. So we're looking for something between 1 and 24 will work for us. And 2 qualifies, so that gets us up to $45. And again, we'll add a nickel to that. Bring it up to 50. And let's put it on the middle dozen, second dozen. Here we go. Something between 13 and 24 would be wonderful. And there's the 13, so we get another big win. And that puts us at $335. Our win goal is $30. That's a $35 profit. And that is how the funnel strategy works. Now, this is a little different strategy for me. I like something a little less aggressive, a little less volatile. But for a small buy-in, this is kind of fun. And, you get a couple of these hits, and you can make some pretty decent money pretty quick. It didn't work out for us this time, but we still walked away with a profit, and that's always a good day in the casino when you can do that. So we hope you enjoyed that. If you did, we ask that you give us the old thumbs up. We would appreciate that. And also, if you have not already, subscribe to the Craps University channel. Man, we'd love to have you go ahead and do that and become part of the student body here at Craps U. We do these roulette videos twice a week, roulette strategy videos, and crap strategy videos once a week. So plenty of coverage there. 3 videos every week for you to be entertained and hopefully educated a little bit. So once again, Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University. And if you're out there spinning that wheel this week, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. And we hope all your numbers come back winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.